the years of my life, I would say the 20 years of the 22, 3 years of working as an entertainer.
Tina Turner is standing in heels, sharp enough to cut glass, sequins shining, shoulders high. She's minutes from walking on stage, but in her mind, there's a list, 6 names, 6 people she never wanted to hear again. Artists who crossed the line, bruised her spirit, or disrespected the fire she built from nothing. Tina never needed to shout. Her silence, louder than any scream. And when she held a grudge, it didn't fade, it fueled. Let's start at the beginning. Ike Turner, the man who discovered her and tried to destroy her. He didn't just shape her sound, he tried to own her soul. Tina was the front, Ike pulled the strings. Behind the music, bruises, control, silence. She wore makeup to cover pain, sang through cracked ribs, smiled when she wanted to scream. He made her believe nobody else would ever want her, and for a while, she believed it. Then one night in 1976, she ran, bloodied, barefoot, and broke, 36 cents in her pocket. No plan, just freedom. She rebuilt her name from scratch, her voice, her power, and when she finally told the world the truth, it wasn't for pity, it was her reckoning. Ike wasn't just a bad memory. He was the reason she learned how to rise. Next on that list, David Bowie. She respected him, until one night he cracked the wrong joke. A party, mid-80s. Bowie was loud, high, and trying to be funny. Then he dropped a comment about her past with Ike, called it character building, laughed like it was nothing. Tina didn't blow up. She smiled the kind of smile that hides a hurricane. Bowie played it off like it was no big deal. But to Tina, it was everything. There are things you don't joke about. Pain doesn't make you interesting. Survival ain't a punchline. That was the last time she ever considered working with him. Then there was Aretha Franklin. This one, complicated. 2 queens, 2 voices that could level a stadium, but the crown only fits one head. As Tina rose, Aretha felt the heat. The industry fed that tension, whispers, comparisons, ego. Aretha once told a producer, "She screams, I sing." Tina heard that, felt that, never clapped back in the press, just on stage. Every high note, a response, every show, a quiet rebuttal. When offered a duet in '83, she turned it down cold. No drama, no shade, just silence. Because Tina didn't fake it, if the respect wasn't there, neither was she. Then came Madonna. By the mid-'80s, Madge was everywhere. Bold, wild, controversial. And critics said she was channeling Tina, the leather, the hair, the energy. And Tina didn't mind the inspiration. She did mind the attitude. In interviews, Madonna brushed off older artists, called them irrelevant. Tina wasn't just older, she was breaking records. After crawling out of trauma and reshaping the image of a woman in rock, she wasn't about to be sidelined by anyone's hot take. They crossed paths once, 1992, at a gala. Cameras flashing. Not one word passed between them. No nod, no glance. Just that Tina silence, the kind that leaves a mark. And then, Phil Spector. He once called her voice the strongest in rock, said he wanted to build something epic with her, promised studio time, creative control. Tina was in. She trained like a fighter, rehearsed for weeks. Then, nothing. No call, no session. Just gone. Turns out he gave the song to Ronnie Spector. No explanation. Tina heard it from someone else. After all that work, that hope, that silence, it hurt more than any no. She never said a bad word in public. She didn't have to. That kind of betrayal, you don't explain it. You let the silence speak for you. And finally, Elton John. In the late 80s, they were prepping for a joint TV special. Rehearsals turned into arguments. Tina wanted things right. Elton didn't like being pushed. When she told him to tighten up the arrangement, he called her impossible, said she was acting like a drill sergeant. She snapped back, voices raised, doors slammed. One mic stand didn't survive. They smiled on stage, but that tension still burned years later. Elton would later say their vibe was volcanic. Tina never commented, but those close to her said she found him brilliant, but exhausting. And when Tina Turner walked away from a collaboration, That wasn't diva energy. That was self-respect. Here's the truth. Tina didn't start fights. She ended them. Quietly, gracefully, and without apology. These names won't show up on her greatest hits, but they shaped the walls she built, the silence she chose, the armor she wore, and every stage she stepped on. She earned it through fire. Tina never needed to burn bridges. She let people set the match and just walked away. Because some scars, they don't fade. They sharpen you. They push you. They become the power in your voice. And Tina, she carried that power in every step, every note, every look. She never looked back. Because once you've walked through fire, you don't fear the flame.